Well, when I was born and raised in New Jersey originally, and my mom was Catholic, so we were raised Catholic. I think the thing that she kind of taught us was that if we were good and that we followed all the rules that the Catholic Church had, we would be accepted by God and ultimately be accepted into heaven. I knew God as creator, but I don't really think that I was ever taught that he was somebody that was active in everyday life. Fast forward from there, I met my wife. We ultimately got married, and at that point, we had our first child, and I think it was then when I realized that through her birth, my daughter's birth, that God truly was active and was there all the time. Still didn't know anything about Jesus. I knew Jesus was the son of Mary and Joseph. I knew the Bible stories. I knew that he was put to death on a cross as a sacrifice, but I figured it was just for good people. And so long as I was better than most, I was probably okay. She had a child in her class whose dad was the new pastor at Sullivan's Island Baptist Church, Marshall Blalock. And he had gone into the classroom once on occasion and shared the gospel with her, and she started going to church. Well, at that time, I was still really busy with business, and on the weekends I fished, so Sunday was just another fishing day for me. And I would say probably 2 or 3 years after that, I was urged to come on a Wednesday night just for the simple needs of eating dinner. And when I walked into that church, I would say I felt something I never felt before. There was a welcoming from the people there that even the best of friends I had at the time didn't kind of share with me. Got involved with a few different men in the church, and they kind of came alongside me. And then ultimately Marshall Blalock shared the gospel with me a couple times. And at that point I knew that my goodness was just made up in my mind. I really was not what I thought I was. And I knew at that point I needed a Savior. I think at that point, Marshall helped me get into a Bible study, helped me to learn how to read the Bible on a daily basis. And through reading the Bible and through the men's Bible study, it helped change what I lived for. I realized that I was previously only living for myself. As I look back, I think of all the men that have helped mentor me and push me along with God creating a willingness in me to want to be involved. I think it's been spectacular looking back over the ride on where God's taken me from to where he's bringing me to.